What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody, back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after the first day of the work week. That's right, our boy Phil was back playing Elden Ring, Night Rain, and of course Minecraft. And of course, since it is the first of the month, we're gonna get some new decorations. That's right, the Dents love new decorations. So, yeah, I mean, it was an eventful day. We got some good content. Our boy Phil was spurging out yet again over the Legacy, and we got a couple good clips of him yelling at chat detractors and talking about lawsuits again. Anyway, let's see what Phil had to say on the Daily Wrap.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was June 1st, 2025. First day of my streaming week, first new day of the month, summertime vibes, great fun because this week is going to be an amazing streaming week featuring continuing playthroughs, chill streams, but then about halfway through the week, the launch of the Switch 2, my fun marathon to coincide with the launch of Mario Kart World, and more. So, today, fresh back from my day off, we had a great podcast discussing that, all the stuff that I actually had done on said day off, and also discussion of how I'm going to do my launch of the Switch 2 and more. It was a really good interactive stream. Had a great time with it, and support was great. Like, people actually came and supported big time. As you can see, new animations for the new month, new setup for the new month featuring my YouTube play button from 15 years ago, and more. So good stuff. Please check it out. I know that the podcast went live late. For some odd reason, it was stuck in YouTube processing for like 3+ hours instead of just going live right away. It should be live as of now, and you should be able to check it out tonight. I hope that you will, because it actually was a pretty informative and fun podcast, okay? Then, it was time for a major stream of Elden Ring Night Rain. Today,
All right, we're gonna stop it there. That's right, folks. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month, and our boy Phil is excited whenever the first of the month comes because he knows that the wheelchairs and the Velcro wallets would be refilled with SSI checks and disability checks. That's right. And yesterday, well, it was Sunday, so maybe a lot of his disability, maybe the warfare checks didn't come out just yet, or disability checks, because support was meh. I mean, the first stream, he would have walked away with $175 if it wasn't for NDO. Then NDO Gaming came, or MDO 103 or whatever the hell his name is. He came and dropped a $100 dono on our boy Phil. I guess he was super excited for the decorations and the YouTube play button. That's right. It's the first time Phil has brought out the YouTube play button. Again, it goes in line with his recent ranting and ravings about his legacy and how he should have been a contender, how he should have been the PewDiePie, how he deserves it. We even got the I should have a million subs rant. That's right. I mean, it was sad and pathetic. And of course, who's he blaming? This is how you don't play. Detractors, Doody, all the illegal restreamers, you name it. It's everyone's fault but Phil's fault. And yeah, it was pretty pathetic. It was him griping about everyone, all the mistreatment, the how the world is against him. It was pathetic. But Doody got 3 clips out of it, which I enjoyed. And yeah, I mean, I guess really NDO is the only dent who really enjoyed the decorations. You know, it's like putting a nice little shiny object in front of a child. They're gonna get hypnotized by it. And I guess the pignosis worked because our boy Phil did manage to hit both goals for both streams. And of course, it was people coming out, 1 or 2 people coming out and wailing out on Phil, just like NDO did. So I guess the play button, the play button did work this time around. So let's see what else Phil had to say.
I stuck with the Iron Eye class because I wanted to try 3 new runs fighting new bosses and making it to 3 new final bosses. And I knew that I knew how to play with Iron Eye, and I'd be able to help out my team more that way. And we did. Not only did we fight all new mid-bosses, including the Gaping Dragon, the Duke's Deer Frasier, and more stuff like that, we actually fought 3 more of the final bosses, including the Gaping Jaw, which is basically a giant T-Rex style creature that has electricity, a double giant bug boss that's a combination of like Mothra and a giant scorpion, and then a weird goat man that didn't make much sense because he basically one-shotted us right at the beginning of the fight, and we were like, really confused. Anyway, it was over 3 hours of awesome Night Rain gameplay. I'll be honest, there's some things about the game that annoy me, and tomorrow on the podcast, I'll probably talk a little bit about my full initial impressions and what I think I like and don't like about the game. There's a few things that are actually starting to get pretty, they get on your nerves. Let's put it that way, okay? So, great stream though. We hit the goal, which means we hit 100 goals. which means officially, we qualified for the marathon this week, and we talked about what should I do for food during said marathon. And someone said, there's one thing that you talk about but you've never done is sushi. And I said, you're right. I always kind of thought that if I did sushi for like a food video, whatever you want to call it, that people wouldn't like it because sushi doesn't look too interesting. It's little small things. But people were like, no, we would like you to do sushi. Like, all right, my wife loves sushi. I love sushi. We'll order some sushi during the Switch 2 launch marathon on Thursday, and we'll have a really great meal during that event. I'm excited for that, okay? So now we started working towards hitting the next 10 goal milestone, which we reset. When we get 100, we go back to 0. And when we hit 10 more goals, we unlock the next DSP Tries It, which I'm aiming to do on Friday. Reason being, Friday is the Summer Game Fest, and I'm going to be covering that by doing a live react and then a recap reactions, meaning if we were then to do a DSP Tries It right after it would be perfect, okay? So we're going to talk about that over the course of the week and try to figure out what exactly we'd like to do for the next DSP Tries It on Friday, because I don't know, all right? Then, the late stream tonight.
All right, I'm going to stop it here because, of course, I want to remind everyone what Phil's channel name is. It's DSP Gaming, right? And of course, Phil talks about how his focus is always gaming. That's the number one thing his channel is supposed to provide. Gaming. It's raw, unedited crap. You know what I mean? You get a lot of crap, right? But it's gaming crap. And what did you get here for the Night Ring segment? You got literally 10 seconds of Night Rain because he was terrible. He is the worst. He is the worst teammate to ever have on a team. He just makes everyone worse. It's worse. It's worse than having not enough players. Like if it's a 3-person co-op, you would be better off just doing a 2-person co-op versus 2 persons and having Phil as the third. You would. He is so bad at these games. And then the worst part is it would be okay if you sucked and you're learning and you own it. No, Phil has the nerve to scream at his teammates, screaming that they don't know what they're doing. And then literally 5 seconds later, he talks about how he doesn't know what he's doing. He's just following them because he's clueless. Only DSP, Dark Side Phil, would admit to something like that and not even realize that he actually admitted to himself the truth. And that is the truth. He doesn't know shit. He sucks at gaming. So he's just gonna, he's a carry diamond, essentially. And you don't know what a carry diamond is, watch Wings of Redemption. You basically camp in the bank, you let everyone else do the work, and then every so often you take a shot and get a cheap kill. That's a carry diamond, right? And he was terrible. Oh my god, he was so bad at this game. You think he's bad at Zelda games? He's worse at these co-op games. He's just a bad teammate. And again, like it would be fine if you were bad and play like a support role. At least be a support role. That would be helpful. Like if you can't kill anyone, then at least be a good medic. You know what I mean? Medic is typically for the players that don't know how to do well. Go around and help the other players that do better than you. Revive them or so on, and just keep alive. That's all you need to do, Phil. People aren't asking much. But of course not Phil. Phil thinks he's the best gamer around, and he just gives you slop. And this segment right here just proves that he's a shitty gamer. Because he literally talked about the game for 10 seconds, and of course went right into goals. Goals. Money. He should call himself DSP Money, because that's what the bulk of his content is him talking about money. And the only thing he's passionate about, again, is money. He's not passionate about anything else. Nothing. His wife, nothing. Animal, nothing. He's not passionate. He's just passionate about the money that he can grab out of your wallet. That's all. Like, making sure that he does everything he needs to do to make sure that he has enough money for WWE Champions. And speaking of WWE Champions, that's right, our boy is back playing WWE Champions and wailing out for the game, which would be a separate video, of course. So let's keep going.
Minecraft chill streaming in Java, and it was great. Tonight, we basically did a lot of fun stuff, including preparing and setting up for a journey where we're going to go on a boat and start sailing and just exploring the overworld biomes. But we had to prepare for that by making sure that we had crafted the right equipment and having everything in line. I also made a very organized inventory system in my house now where I'm sorting all items into chests. So now I know, okay, all the food items are in this chest, the animal byproducts are in this chest, the crafting blocks are in this chest. So now I can find things right away. It's making it a lot better. Then we went back into the cave system, and we actually did some more mining of minerals there and made our first piece of obsidian. But by far, the biggest accomplishment of the night, while I was fishing during rain, we got an enchanted pole that's luck 2 and mending. What does that mean? It means that this fishing pole from now on is going to allow us to infinitely fish and not have to make more fishing poles at all. And it's going to pull rare items. Tonight, we pulled 4 enchantment books out of the water during a fishing trip. Amazing. And these enchantment books are so important to Minecraft because that's how you put these abilities onto your weapons and tools and makes them better. So this is exciting. Now Minecraft is finally getting better after like a month and a half of playing it and kind of meandering around. Finally, great progress. And by the way, we got big support tonight. We exceeded the goal. A couple of people actually contributed in order to name items because now we can name inanimate objects, animals, and even put signs up around the place to name things. So pretty darn cool. We named the fishing pole. We put a sign down to name the dock. It was really cool. So anyway, great chill vibes, great fun on today's streams. All goals hit. Amazing start to the week. Tomorrow, let's do it all again, all right? On tomorrow's podcast.
God. That's the perfect segue there. Tomorrow, let's do it all over again. It's Groundhog's Day over there at DSP Gaming. Let's do the same slop every single day and not improve. Let's not do anything interesting. Let's not do anything better. Let's essentially wash, rinse, and repeat. That's all we're going to do. You know what we're going to do? We're going to play a shitty game, right? I'm going to play it poorly, and I'm going to beg you for money. That's DSP money and essentially wrapped up in a nutshell. He's not DSP Gaming anymore. He's DSP Money or DSP Beg. Either one probably fits better. That Minecraft stream was a disaster stream. Everything's a fucking gimmick with this guy. And again, just like Night Rain, he spent literally talking about the game for 20 seconds, and then the rest was money. Was money. Oh, by the way, folks, we had a great Minecraft stream because I scammed a bunch of invalids into giving me $25 to name something, to name my fishing pole, to name a fish, to name a cow, to name a barn animal. Phil, again, I go back to the days where you ranted and raved and yelled and screamed about Troy Baker and NFTs and how NFTs are so stupid and pointless and it's a ripoff. You're doing the same exact thing here, Phil. You're selling digital goods to your dents. And at that, you're selling them outrageous prices. $25 to name something, Phil? Like, at least, bro, why don't you do something like, I don't know, if you just make a donation. Why don't you do it as a donation goal? You know what? Anyone that tips me or anyone that super chats me for this stream, you'll get to name something. And then just let people crowdfund you as you claim you are anyway. Why do you have to be such a greedy pig? $25 to name something. God, it goes along the lines of the badges, or the kick badges, where he has the nerve to charge what? $25? No, excuse me, forgive me, not $20, $25. He charges 20 membership sub bomb, which is the equivalent of $100 for you to get badges. Shit that you should be giving to people randomly as a thank you. He monetizes it, and he monetizes everything on his fucking channel. That's what he should be called. He should be called DSP monetize. There you go. That's better than DSP money. Because everything, oh my God. I've been watching Phil since like probably 2013, 2014, around there. And his greed has gotten so worse. I don't think his begging, I mean, even when he was going through his bankruptcy and his tax and his whole tax thing, he didn't beg this much. You know, like even then he knew that what he was doing was slimy. It was very seedy what he was doing, and if you catch him on an honest day, he'll let you know what he did was wrong. But now he just doesn't care. It's just like, whatever, man. I don't care. It almost seems as he kind of knows that the gravy train is up, so he's milking it for as much as he can. It's like a business. It's like a sandwich shop owner, right? Who's been in business for 17 years. And they know their time is up. No one's coming by. No one cares. So what they do is they just jack the prices up. They skim on the sandwich meat. And they give you slop. And they charge you an arm and a leg for it. Because they figure, you know what? I don't give a shit. Because in another year or two, I'm going to be out anyway. So I'm going to milk it for as much as I can. You're going to drain every cent out of this business, Phil, that you can. And it's just obvious, man. The only delusion here is you actually think that you're going to be doing this till you retire, which you're not. No one wants to see a 60-year-old boomer streaming games. Okay, Phil? So you don't have that much time there, Phil. Honestly, you don't. So I guess milk it for as much as you can. If these idiots like NDO and other dents are willing to throw their paychecks at you, knock yourself out. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.